This is Samsung's brand new Galaxy Z Trifold, a phone that doesn't just fold once, but folds twice. It opens like a futuristic scroll and reveals a full 10-inch tablet display hidden inside. At first glance, it seems almost comical, but somehow, against all odds, it becomes more tempting than expected. Not because it's flashy, but because of what Samsung did with all that screen real estate. The moment you open the box, you get a sense of intent. It's massive compared to today's minimalist phone packaging, a throwback to the early foldable days. Almost like Samsung is thanking early adopters who are brave enough to try something new. Inside, you find a modest but thoughtful case, a USB-C cable, a SIM ejector, and a 45-watt charger. Yes, a full charger. A rare treat in 2026, especially for a premium phone. From the front, the Trifold looks nearly identical to the current Z Fold 7. Same 6.5-inch cover display. Same bezels, same feel. But rotate it in your hand and the truth hits. This thing is a tank. At about 309 grams, it's almost 50% heavier than a typical foldable. It folds thick, folds dense. You know it's not a regular phone when closed. Opening, it feels like unfolding origami crafted by engineers. You pull one layer, then another. A slight vibration warns you if you fold it wrong, like a built-in safety guard. There's even a design detail. The back panel's edge is slightly extended, so you can grip it more easily. Then magnets guide the second panel, smooth and quiet, into place. After the second unfold, you're looking at a big, flat, 10-inch screen, holding steady, no wobble, no flex. That inner display feels impressively solid for a foldable. The panels align perfectly. The hinges feel smooth and controlled, but the trade-offs are impossible to ignore. Now you get two creases instead of one. Whenever light hits the screen, subtle shadows betray those folds. It's never jarring, yet always there, a quiet reminder of the device's mechanical truth and weight. The heft doesn't help if you try to use it on a flat table. Taps feel heavy, like slamming shut a hardcover book. The bundled case helps stabilize it, but it can't turn it into a perfect solution. Then there's upkeep. The outer shell is a glossy fiberglass composite. Scratching or smudging is almost inevitable. With 6 external faces, you practically redefine the term fingerprint magnet. Inside, the folding screen is protected only by a thin, soft layer. Lean it against a dusty bag or rough table, scratch a tiny grain, a forgotten key, scratch, and because Samsung doesn't let users replace that protector themselves, any damage means sending it away for service. Under the hood, Samsung plays it safe. A Snapdragon 8 Elite chip backs the phone. Powerful, efficient, capable, but not bleeding edge. 16 GB RAM, 512 GB storage, matching the top Z Fold 7 specs. Cameras are exactly the same. A 200MP main sensor, a 10MP telephoto, and a 12MP ultra-wide reliable, solid, but nothing groundbreaking or unique to the Trifold. Battery gets a big upgrade though, 5600 mAh across 3 cells, one for each segment of the fold. Despite the thinness, Samsung packs more capacity than many phones, double the thickness. Wired charging at 45 watts, wireless at 15 watts, and an IP48 rating retained from the Fold 7. Not perfect, but impressive for a triple-hinge smartphone. Still, in many ways, the Trifold feels like a first-gen product. Futuristic, yes. Compelling, definitely. Flawed, fragile, heavy, also undeniably. Yet, the moment you unfold that 10-inch display, everything changes. This screen doesn't feel like a stretched-out phone display. It feels like a real tablet. And Samsung didn't just stretch Android, they rethought the user experience. Open your gallery, and you get full-size photos with a permanent sidebar of meta info. Explore file folders like you're on a desktop. Samsung Health shows double the data, no endless scrolling. YouTube reflows the layout. Comments, suggestions, and video all exist side by side. Videos feel immersive on that rectangular display. Widescreen content pops, and you lose the awkward black bars. Switch to portrait, and the panel transforms into a tall, elegant reading or browsing screen. Then there's Samsung DeX, once something you only got with docks or cables. On the Trifold, DeX means using the phone itself as a monitor. Pull down the panel, tap DeX, and Android turns into a desktop environment. Resizable windows, floating apps, multiple desktops, drag and drop, all inside the folded phone. Want to run a video on one screen while browsing on another? Done. Hook up a Bluetooth keyboard and mouse with a kickstand case, and you've literally got a pocket workstation. If you connect to an external monitor, the Trifold becomes an extension. A dual-screen setup on the go. Laptop plus phone turned portable dual display. Perfect for travel or coffee shop editing. It's flexibility in the purest sense. Some companies, like Huawei, tried triple-fold phones before, but their design bent a single screen like a zigzag. Samsung's approach is different. It uses an outer screen plus a double-fold inner display. Yes, it's heavier and less compact, but the soft inner screen stays hidden and protected when folded. Given how delicate folding panels are, that trade-off makes a lot of sense, even if it sacrifices slimness. So after all the weight, the fingerprints, the fragile internal screen, the creases and thick profile, does the Galaxy Z Trifold still impress? Absolutely. Because, for the first time, a folding phone doesn't feel like a compromise. It doesn't feel like a stretched phone trying its best to behave like a tablet. It feels like two devices built into one. A full phone when closed, a full tablet when open, each with its own optimized interface, its own strengths. It's not half phone, half tablet. It's both, depending on what you need. That changes everything. If devices like this evolve further, the line between phones, tablets, and laptops could blur completely. Portable computing may transform, not by shrinking more, but by folding more. The Galaxy Z Trifold isn't perfect, but it might just be the first real step toward a future where your pocket holds not just a phone, but your whole workstation. If you enjoyed this breakdown and you're hungry for more deep, technical dives into next-gen gadgets, hit subscribe, because the next wave of foldables and flexible devices is coming fast, and you won't want to miss what's around the corner. Hit the like button, share this video, turn on notifications. Your next favorite gadget might already be in development. We'll bring it here first.